the last thing we want to do is get too close and cause concern for them. So we're abiding by exactly what they're asking us to do here. It's hard for me to tell how many people are on scene as well.
Hey, Jace, you know, covering this kind of spot news, you've covered terrorists and the like. What is the feel you are getting from those officers who are urging you to move back? Have you seen this kind of seriousness, this kind of concern, heightened alert among officers before?
They have a look of grave concern on their faces when you talk with them. They are I think understandably so, very, very concerned here. One gentleman did say that we are looking at explosive devices, and I said, does that mean that they are actually in the area here, that you know there are explosive devices? And he immediately said, I can't say that. And so he had to walk away and had to go back to the scene. We don't know whether he was saying that he couldn't share that information with us or if that's just what they were dispatched out to. And so the purpose of, I don't like to report unconfirmed information here, but at the same time, there are so many people who are really seeking information here. And so we're trying to pass along what we're learning and what we're seeing. I would say, to answer your question, that this is a type of scene and a type of concern that you don't see very often among law enforcement.
Okay. All right. Jace, we'll check in with you a little bit, okay? Thank you very much for going out there. We just also got a fax from Children's Hospital Colorado in Aurora, and it has received 6 victims from tonight's shooting at the Aurora movie theater. The youngest in age, 6 years old, and up to 31. All of the area hospitals, I don't think there's one that does not have somebody that was shot this evening at the Century 16 at the Aurora Town Center. But again, at Children's Hospital, the youngest victim they have brought in because of a bullet wound is 6. And we will keep you guys posted as soon as we get any more information. But again, at this point, the Aurora Police Department is saying 14 people were shot this morning while watching that movie. 50 other people were shot and injured. And they are all being taken care of at the various hospitals. Will Ripley was at the Aurora Medical Center and just moments ago spoke with somebody who was in the ER and heard that a lot of them, the people who were brought there, have been stabilized. But again, nothing's been confirmed. But I know so many people who are waking up and want to know what is going on because they know somebody or have a relative who went to see this, what they thought was going to be a really fun night, seeing the first showing at midnight of The Dark Knight. Right now, Kevin Torres is standing by at the Aurora Town Center where people are gathering as well, trying to find out more information, or who are still there kind of in disbelief and can't believe what they had witnessed or been through this evening. Maybe not in the theater, but just in the surrounding areas and at the mall. Hi, Kevin.
Hey Kyle, we decided to move away from that area because we saw a lot of people trickling away, so we were actually able to come up, police allowed us to come up into the parking lot, the south end of the parking lot, that they have most of it blocked off. You folks were just talking about that a short time ago, about how they need to block this off because there were concerns over devices. And right now you can see that they do have this taped off. An officer is allowing photojournalists to cross a little bit further over, so we're going to go along with them. He was just over here a short time ago. We're not going to go too far past the tape, but they did allow us to go over here, and this is going to allow us to get a better view of sort of what's going on where the movie theater lets out. So what we heard earlier a short time ago when I was talking to somebody who was outside the theater when this whole thing happened is that he heard a lot of gunshots, and he said that this went on for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes is what he was saying, and it wasn't just like 5 or 6 shots, it was multiple shots. He said upwards of 50 to 60 shots, and clearly when this was happening, you started to have a lot of people running out of this whole thing, this theater. And when they were doing all of this, he said that you saw people coming out of there with blood on their hands, not only on their hands, on their faces and cut marks. Chris, if we can kind of take a little scan over there, and you can kind of see the amount of police activity that is still going on outside of here. They have most of this area taped off. A short time ago, we just saw members of the crime squad coming in there to check out what else is going on over there with the rest of law enforcement in this area. Again, this is the first time that we're actually being allowed up here as photojournalists and reporters to kind of get a good look at what is going on. Century 16, you see there, the big neon lights, that is where everybody was running out of. And right now, if we pan over here, you can sort of see we have more investigators who are just kind of coming along and leaving this area. A short time ago, we did see people going over to the east side. We saw a lot of police vehicles going that way. We saw a lot of officers going that way, and we knew that something was going on because we also saw a lot of news vehicles going that way. We decided to stay here. We have another crew heading in that direction. But again, Kyle, the people who were here, the people who were witnesses, considered witnesses, they pretty much have left at this point. You weren't going to find too many people. Actually, Chris, watch out before you trip there. You weren't going to find too many people who were actually involved in this whole thing sticking around here. Obviously, a lot of the folks who we talked to, they said that this just scared them. Scared them, obviously so. I mean, it would scare anybody who's watching this right now at that point. This was a movie that many people came out, as you said, Kyle, to go and enjoy. Instead, they found somebody in a costume who decided to open up fire. 14 dead, 50 injured. And what was it? I heard you saying before we started talking, the youngest that was taken into a hospital, 6 years old?
At Children's Hospital. There's a 6-year-old at Children's. But you know, Kevin, we keep hearing, and you know, what people think is a baby, it could be someone who might have seen a 6-year-old and thought it was a baby. You know, we keep hearing that there was a baby who was shot. And I don't know what that age is or what hospital that person might be at, because the ages at Children's are 6 to 31. I think at this point, all the hospitals are taking any and everyone that needs their urgent care. Thanks, Kevin, for your reports out there. We'll check in with you in a little bit. Again, we have Kevin out there. We have Matt Fleener at Gateway High School, along with Brandon Ritteman. Will Ripley is at the Aurora Medical Center for us today, where a lot of people were taken. Jace Larson is at an apartment complex in Aurora. The authorities won't confirm they are there because of the suspect who is in custody, but the police chief of Aurora did say earlier that they are going to evacuate that person's apartment building because there was the fear that there were explosives inside that apartment. So Jace Larson is at a good distance because the police are keeping him away from this apartment building that's he won't say the exact location, but it's in the middle of a block in a neighborhood in North Aurora. So we will continue commercial free. Oh, okay, we have somebody on the telephone right now. Oh, we have Chief Oates on the phone with us right now. Hi, Chief. Hello, are you there? Chief Oates? Okay, I don't hear him. I imagine he is a very busy man today. He has been with the Aurora Police Department since November of 2005. He's the 10th police officer for the city of Aurora, and probably never imagined this evening having something like this in the middle of the night. Of course, this is the kinds of things that we see the drills all the time, where people are in a certain situation and either one or a couple of, mock gunmen take over a scene. This is something that the authorities have planned for, but if they had to really pursue what they had planned, like tonight, that wasn't in the cards. Chief Oates joins us now on the telephone. Hello, sir. No, we don't have him on the phone. Okay, all right. We will just, I know he's a busy man, so he probably doesn't have time to wait around. The next press conference is set for 11 o'clock, but we are now hearing from my producers, who obviously were speaking with the chief. 15 people are now confirmed dead. 15. Earlier I said 14, now it's gone up by 1. But then again, we hear at least 50 people were injured this morning. So could that death toll go up? It might. It might. Okay, we're going to try one more time. Chief Oates, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I am so sorry for what is going on in Aurora this morning. We just heard that another person passed away, so a total of 15 people have died.
Yes, well, originally it was 14, and the 15th victim was actually very angry because he lost at America's Got Talent, and Howard Stern voted him down.
Okay, that's not Chief Oates. All right, we are going to take a break and start our 4:30 show.